Hi, y'all. Had a bit of a situation, so this came to mind because I've talked to a few people, so bear with my glasses because I just wrote things out, okay? Narcissists need to remain relevant in your life no matter what. They don't have the need that you see them in a positive light, but just need to remain present in your thoughts any way possible. Be it repeated court visits, manipulation of finances, children, schedules, or even the occasional email or text message, they need to keep you thinking, or better yet, reacting. Reacting is your key word here. No contact is not a simple or easy thing to do, but is necessary in a lot of situations. So let's talk about those situations where no contact is able to be achieved. Okay. It requires a lot of your energy, a lot of your time, especially in the beginning when you're just ending a relationship. It certainly can't be done if you share children. So let's talk about those times where you can do it, and we'll discuss when you share children later. Okay. Um, First of all, for the purposes of this video, let's just concentrate on when you do have control over the situation, okay? No contact means blocking any and all communication. If you are in a relationship with somebody, or it's an old friend of yours, or even a family member, sometimes you can't get rid of family, sometimes you can. It sounds very cold and clinical. It's not the easiest thing to do in the beginning. I get it. Okay. I've had to block people from me that I love dearly, that despite their obvious narcissistic behavior, which is, how can we put it? Very toxic. Okay. It's not good for me. They were making my life a hellscape. I had to cut the ties that bind. Those that don't understand narcissism don't understand why it is necessary. Those that do understand that it was not my first go-to choice, but everything else I was trying to do failed. And I wasn't just thinking of myself. I was thinking of my two younger children. Okay, so let's go on with this. So you block all communication, block them from your social media, block them from your email, block them from your text, block them from your phone, block them. Okay? Even if you have friends in common, family members in common, things like that, you're going to have to learn to shut down those people and just stick to what you're going to talk to, and just tell them, I don't want to talk about the narcissist. Social media, block them from any and all social media. Don't even look at their page either. Just block them. Limit those who continue to be mutual friends from posts that concern your life. If they have consistently contacted you and said, let's talk about the narcissist, you're going to have to put them on that list or block them too. Unfortunately. Better yet, don't post about your life. Keep it generalized. I'll go into third party or mutual friends later. Okay. For example, I had a feeling I was being trolled by at least one of the narcissists in my life. So I remade my Facebook under a different name. I invited all of those people that I knew were not narcissists, that were pertinent to my life. And learning about narcissistic personality disorder also made it a lot easier to spot these people. Okay, I must have touched a nerve as I began receiving legal letters to take down my posts. Now, none of my posts named anybody, and they were based on narcissism and what I was learning about narcissism. So I found it very interesting that they wanted me to take down these specific posts. I didn't, because it's just a legal letter. It's just a way of manipulating and using fear tactics. terrorist tactics, if you will. All right, so emails, texts, and phone contact. If you don't have to be in contact with this person, just block them the hell out of your life. Block them from your phone. Block them from everything. And geez. All right, now narcs love to hoover. They'll use these ways, emails, texts, and phone, to get you. And if they are falling out with their other supply, they're going to see if they can't hoover some more from you. All right, you can go for days, weeks, months, even years not hearing from them. And then boom, they're there. And you're thinking, oh my God, where is this coming from? Now, I just had this happen to me. Out of the blue. Got a text and, well, I don't know what the problem was for. Hadn't spoken to this person. In fact, the last communication that we did have, it was very cordial, succinct, to the point. A normal, healthy conversation with a normal, healthy person that lasted all of about maybe 2 minutes. Right? No big deal. And it ended cordially. And out of the blue, I get a text that was just calling me a C word and just making sure I knew that. What I got from that was, I'm taking up residence in their mind. And I put it with the pile of the rest of the disgusting things I've gotten over the past to be used for legal purposes later if the need arises. But I'm just going to ignore it. Okay, please note that you should save all of these things. Any emails you've gotten, texts you've gotten, phone messages. If there's a way of saving them, save them. You should do that for legal intervention. If they are threatening in nature, you should go to the police. I have documented mine that I just received with the police, so I have a paper trail. If you are in danger, if you're being threatened, please get police intervention. Please get a restraining order. Please make sure that you are safe. Now, third-party comments. This is when a narc knows you won't speak to them directly, so they have others communicate issues to you. Sometimes they make up a scenario. Tell them I'm terrible and I'm crying and I'm pining away for them, or I don't know, fill in the blank. They try to get the information so they can pass it on to the narc. Once you recognize who this person is, lay it down for them that they are not to contact you on behalf of your narcissist, and they are not to talk to you about the narcissist. And honestly, though, you may have to cut those people out of your lives too, because they're not going to be good for you. They're just going to carry whatever is going on in your life back to the narcissist. And you don't want that. Okay? That's terrible. Now, I received a thing through a third party that there was a warning about somebody in my life, that they were an abuser. And I was concerned because I came from a highly abusive relationship and marriage. Now, when I asked for specifics from this person, I was only told, you'll see. Now, 5+ years later, I've not seen anything that indicates that this person is an abuser at all. At all. If anything, I've recognized that this person is actually a victim. Now, it's possible that because I recognize this narcissist person is actually fixated on me now too. Narcs are good at manipulation when the subject is unaware of what narcissism truly is. That's why so many are posting and speaking about it. Narcissists can be helped themselves, however, due to the pathology of their illness. And this is a mental illness. The nature of this personality disorder does not allow them to get help because they are okay. It's the rest of the world that's screwed up. Now, if you are hearing from somebody that this one did this and this one did that and this relationship went bad and that relationship went bad. Maybe it's not the people they were involved with. Maybe it's them. All right. Now, like I said, I just had to write this all out. I'm just one of those people that when the inspiration strikes. Now, narcissists use people to supply their needs. They will lie, cheat, and steal to get what they want. They will turn on the sweetness, the tears, and will even bully to get their needs met. I've seen the bullying. I will take you to court. You better do this or I will do that. I mean, this is not normal human behavior. Not at all. It's not acceptable. Going no contact takes care of that. It solves so many of the problems. It's difficult when you love someone and the breakup is new. However, it does get better and easier with time. Love does not include discarding of the person that you love. And a one-sided love does not work. Ever. You deserve better than that. Not just to tolerate what you're going through or living from good time to good time. It doesn't work like that. If children are involved, obviously you need to co-parent and have to communicate. You can have it ordered that only third party be used. Now, I'm not going to endorse any one specific third party parenting tool, but I can only speak from experience where it comes from. There was Our Family Wizard is one of them. These third parties have calendars. You put up when their access time is, when the access time is, when there's holidays that are planned, when doctor visits are, when there's school meetings, things like that. And you put all the details in the calendar for the co-parent. You put in, there's an area to put in all contacts, like for doctors, dentists, whatever. Put all the contacts in for your child that they will need. Okay. The other thing that you can do, there is, I know Our Family Wizard has it. It's something called a tonometer, where you can communicate with the co-parent. But if you're becoming argumentative, or if a word can have a bad connotation, it will come up as it's volatile, and they will not send a letter. I believe I was told it is now limited. It's been years since I've used it. It's limited to a certain amount of communications concerning a problem. All right. Other ways of going about it, if you have a child, is you just limit it to the lawyers communicating. It's costly, but some of you are able to do that, right? When you share children, co-parenting with a narcissist is very difficult. Okay, I can tell you that from experience. When you have one person dictating to the other, this is how it's going to go, you got to stick to that court order. Now, I've had it where a friend of mine had a hard time having access with his child because the co-parent withheld the child and would relay, no, the child doesn't want to come. Guess what? It's not up to your child, and it's not up to the other parent. If you have a set access, and I strongly, strongly recommend you get a set access, they cannot withhold that child. You may have to wait until you return to court, but if you continue to go to court, court gets tired of saying that you're not getting to see your child when you are court ordered to have that child. Custody will change hands. So, to any narcissist that's watching this and that has done that, you will lose custody. I've seen it happen. Now, drop-offs and pickups can be scheduled so that you do not have direct communication with each other. In my previous marriage, it was scheduled so that the drop-offs and pickups would be at school. When we had to drop off and pick up directly, we would have it done in the parking lot of the police department because that's how volatile it had gotten. Now, if you think this is going to impart bad things on your child's part, just say, no, this is just the best way to do this. They're going to take that cue from you. make it okay. Okay? But always be prepared. Okay? Now, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If you need to talk about anything, I will be in touch. Okay? Thanks. And you have a great time. And it's now January 2nd, 2023. So happy New Year. Take care.